Hello guys and welcome back to Excelsior Academy. So today I'm going to talk about about the exam ICAR, that is Indian Council of Agriculture Research. So many students were asking like what is the syllabus? So people are getting confused with the UG, PG and PhD syllabus. So here I'm going to clear that doubt and like how the question pattern is, how many marks it is, what is the duration of the exam, regarding all the exam related questions and syllabus will be discussed. Okay, then after that you can let me know like what kind of topic do you want me to start so that I can start and you guys can prepare for your ICAR exam. Okay, so we have got three different exams. ICAR exams are there. So we also have for UG, PG and PhD. Okay, now UG, of course, this is after your 12th, this is after your BSc and this is after your MSc. It's obvious, right? The total marks 600, 480, 480. For UG, each subject, total 2.5 hours is there. And for this also syllabus is there. Very nicely it is given and it's not that even hard also. Then for the PhD, so mainly we will be talking about the PhD since I am mainly responsible. I think I'm mainly responsible and taking into consideration that what all the students who are following me are basically wanted to do PhD as their career option. Okay, so I'll be focusing more on the PhD option. So we have got over here 3 parts are there and 2 hours exam it is. Now part A, part B, part C. So part A is basically it is general category, so related to agriculture, basic bio they will be asking. Okay, and whereas part B and part C is depending on the topic you have selected while you are filling the form. Okay, so there are around 19 to 20 topics are there. Those topics also we will discuss, don't worry about that. And then we can decide what kind of topics you can take as your PhD options. Okay, so this is about your UG exam. So again, it is multiple choice question. Each question carries 4 marks, negative having -1. Okay, so here also, now if you see again, the option is given for English and Hindi medium. So guys, if you are preparing in Hindi, I won't be able to help you much, even though my mother tongue is Hindi, but I cannot teach in Hindi. I'm not trained in Hindi to teach. Okay, so if any queries are there, please ask me in English and I'm really happy to help you guys. Now, what are the syllabus over here? It is nothing but PCB and PCM, basics, physics, chemistry, maths, and bio, of course. So syllabus. So this is just the one screenshot I am sharing with you so that when you're searching for the syllabus, you get this page so that you can understand, yeah, this is a correct syllabus for your bachelor degree program. It means what? This after your 12th. Sorry. Okay, so after your 12th, this is the syllabus. So again, it's very simple. 11th and 12th, you just cover your 11th and 12th physics, chemistry, maths, bio. So that is the same syllabus they are looking for so that you can enter into the bachelor degree programs using ICAR exam. Now again, coming back to PG, that is for your post-graduation, the exam is for 120 minutes, that is 2 hours. Again, same simple multiple choice question, 4 marks each, and negative will give you -1. Here, the paper is based only on English. Now, this is the one screenshot I'm sharing with you about the PG syllabus. So here you can see this is different subjects are there, sub-subjects are also given. So if you guys can go through all this thing, again, it's nothing but entire your uh, graduation level, what you have studied. So 3 years graduation, what you have studied, they're going to ask, and it's nothing which they haven't taught in your graduation. Okay, so you can follow my channel also because many of these things have been covered and will be covering as the days are passing. So maybe if you want, I can start a new playlist covering all these topics, especially for the PG exam under the ICAR category. Okay, now yes, talking about the PhD, that is your GRF and SRF syllabus. So here you have 3 sections, part A, part B and part C, general knowledge based, reasoning based, and part B and part C is based on the subjects which you actually select during the filling your form. Okay, so maximum marks is 480. So this is for 80 marks, 200 and 200. Okay, yeah. So first 20 questions will be common to all the 73 specialized subjects. You can see that the ICR is so vast. So it is going to cover, so the first category, that is first section, is going to be common to all. So they are going to ask about the agriculture, animal husbandry, dairying, fisheries, and the allied sciences. So which is going to cover the everyday observation and experience. So this is going to be common for every other exam topics also. Now section B and C is something which you have to study for your core subject only, or maybe the specialized subjects only, which you are going to pursue for your PhD. Now what are these topics? So these are the topics list I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, so the first group is crop sciences. You can see under that we have got the genetics and plant breeding. So depending on your MSc syllabus or MSc, whatever you have taken, like in your during your MSc, and mainly the hardcore subjects you have taken, based on that, you need to select what kind of core group you have to select. Okay, so you have got the crop sciences, genetics and plant breeding, seed science, economic botany, plant genetic resources. So whenever you're selecting these, you need to study the entire of this. And then you have got the crop sciences too, where plant pathology, nematology, agriculture, entomology, and sericulture you are going to discuss. So it means that if you have selected crop sciences too, then you don't have to study all this thing. Okay, so don't just get confused. Similarly, crop 3 sciences, these are the topics. Horticulture, only this much you have to study. Then if you're taking animal sciences, there you need to talk about the animal genetics and breeding, right? So all, if you see all this in during our 11th and 12th and graduation, we have studied these in basic level, right? So once you're going for the PhD exam, you need to study in thorough. And then for the veterinary science, again, you can see the categories have been changed. Here you can see it is livestock, products, technology, and management, poultry science, whereas in this case, it is the parasitology, there, microbiology, and pathology they are talking about. Then again, divided into third and fourth group. Again, there's surgery, radiology. So totally different it is. So now it's like they have divided completely into separate topics. So you don't have to get confused now. And then veterinary animal sciences, fourth category, where you're going to talk about the physiology, biochemistry, and the biotechnology. Now, dairy science has been separated from the animal studies. Then you have got the engineering and technology, what are used in so that you can help during your agriculture studies. Then home science, family resource management is there, textile, human development, anything which is related to the agriculture, and finally which is used for the welfare of the human needs. Then again, the separate category for a home science only. Then fishery science, again divided into different categories, similar to how the plants and animals have been categorized. In the same way, fishery science has been categorized. So once you talk about engineering and technology, the other you talk about the health and nutrition, right? And the next you're going to talk about the their breeding, the diet, technology, physiology, and biochemistry. As you are going to talk about the plant physiology, animal physiology, here it is fish physiology. Then natural resource management, again categorized into different: agriculture, meteorology, environmental sciences, agriculture physics, etc. So you can see again they have got a separate category for this. Then we also have agriculture economics and business management. So this is also important, right? If you have seen that many the mediators are there, which is making us so much of profit. The farmers are getting 5 rupees per kg, but we are buying in 100 rupees kg of the vegetables. And also all this economics and business management is also important in the agriculture field. And then the stats. So overall, this will tell you the gross GDP of your country, how it is actually improving or not. So these are the different categories. Okay, so these are your 73 specialized topics, out of which you need to select actually, so that you can attempt your section B and section C. So that's all, guys. And syllabus is also available with me. It is around 200 pages syllabus it is there. So you just need to select which category you fit into, then you can prepare accordingly. So guys, let me know what category you want me to start. Maybe I can start a new playlist of ICAR and for different uh, PG and PhD topics. Okay, I'm not starting for the UG because UG guys are nothing. They can study from the NEET syllabus itself. It is actually the same. So thank you guys. I hope this was helpful, and maybe I really hope that this might have helped you in solving your problems or the confusion you had, like which to apply, when to apply, and how to apply. Okay, so guys, thank you. Stay tuned with the Excelsior Academy for more information, and keep excelling, keep studying with Excelsior Academy.